Alright, what's going on everyone? You're currently looking at the standard Azorius controlled challenger deck. However, we have upgraded it for Pioneer, and we upgraded it on a paper budget, and we only broke the budget a tiny bit, I swear. So, this is pretty simple. We have some early game interaction, just stuff that removes cards. We have counter spells and counter spells and counter spells. We have lots of ways to filter and draw, like we'd consider and thirst for meaning. And our game plan is to get into the late game so we can start playing things like Dovin, Teferi, and Dream Trawler. The tie between these cards is they all like drawing cards. This one can -1 to gain 2 and draw. This makes a token, and then the token gets a +1/+1 counter when we draw, and Teferi himself will get loyalty when we draw, and he has 0 draw a card. We also have this, which is actually kind of okay, better than people give it credit for, I think. It gets +1/+0 when we draw. When we attack, it draws, so it's basically a 4 or 5 always. And we can discard a card to give a hexproof, so it's very good at protecting itself. And that's the whole deck. We're just drawing and countering and destroying, and eventually trying to win with some late game stuff. Other Shark Typhoon as well. So yeah, we're going to play a couple best of 1 games to see this against a variety of decks. And then we'll play a best of 3. So let's get started. Alright, we'll try this game 1. We have exactly what we added to the deck, which is early game interaction. We are going second, which kind of sucks. We're also light on lands. The opponent goes first and starts with a mountain and an aggro 1-drop. I'm just gonna be sad. They mulliganed a lot though, and they're playing blue-white, which could be good. Could be a good sign. Alright, yeah, it looks like a blue-white deck. I guess we play this. We're gonna hold up Censor. We might consider cycling it. It's probably not worth it. But I think this is just a blue control matchup. The only difference here is the opponent isn't playing a budget deck, right? So we're missing a 3rd land drop, so this means we will likely cycle this end of turn. Opponent does nothing. Yeah, we're going to cycle, look for a land. We find it. So now it's who blinks first. We're just going to pass. Might consider cycling the Shark Typhoon, but we've got counter spells up. We've got a Memory Deluge end of turn as well, which might be better. Honestly, Memory Deluge just finding 2 lands is probably fine. If the opponent's stuck on 3, just getting the mana advantage is probably fine here. And if they counter it, we can play Dovin on our turn and start drawing. So I kind of like this. They don't have a counter. Wow. Yeah, let's just grab 2 lands. So what does that mean? Does that mean they don't have counters, or did they accidentally skip? I think I still just hold up counter spells. I will discard. The Glass Casket is useless, and I will consider cycling this Shark Typhoon. I can cycle it, get a 3/3. Did they shock their Hallowed Fountain in and then didn't use it? That must mean they have a counter spell, right? Maybe they just have removal. Tap land. I'm thinking I cycle this, get a 3/3, and then play Dream Trawler if they try to kill my 3/3, right? This seems fine. Cycle. Let's see you tap mana to kill it. They shouldn't do it now. It would be a mistake. They do it now. They have 1 mana open. There's no 1 mana counter spells. So I believe we're going into Dream Trawler. We can protect it with hexproof. It starts drawing. This does leave the doors open for them to play their own threat. And they just pass it. Well, and I don't know if that does that count as a game. We might play 3 best of 1s. We're pretty low on lands. A lot of control decks will go like 28 lands. But we do have so much filtering and stuff that I usually feel okay with it. This is fine. Is the opponent going first again? You know, of course. White. Okay, so this is Angels. Play the tap land. We are going to have Censor up. Yep, take 1. They gain 1. That's fine. Another tap land is awkward. There's a lot of those in this deck, though. It's a major problem. So we can counter something. If we don't counter anything, I'll take the damage. If we don't counter anything, I can play Fateful Absence end of turn, which is fine. So they can pay for. No, they can't. They can't, right? Because they're paying a cost, which they can't do. Yeah, that's fine. Great. Do I need 3 mana? The answer is no. Although this allows me to play portable horse. Okay. Well, you know, the problem with playing best of one on Arena would be people just quitting. Yeah. All right. Well, the common consensus among, you know, Arena players is you play red aggro to rank up fast. But I don't know. I think blue-white control might actually be faster. The games are longer when people stay. The thing is, people don't stay. This hand kind of sucks. Of course, we go first, and it's kind of bad. I mean, I don't want to start any conspiracy theories, but our worst hand is when we go first. We'll use Consider to look for some interaction, because we have no interaction, right? We have nothing to do until basically turn 4. I mean, we have Narset and Consider, but we have no way to interact at all. Rakdos, right? We'll Consider. I don't need it. I mean, I need it eventually, but I need counter spells and stuff. Temple. Dang. On this Telegraphs, we don't have a counter spell, but I want to dig some more. No. Looking for removal and counter spells. I definitely want to counter spell next turn if this is the Soren deck, which it could be. Yep, this is fine. I do have a board sweeper. Dang. No counter spells. I mean, I can do this minus and then they just hit it. I don't think it's worth it right now. We can sell that we have a counter spell. I'm gonna let this kind of wait when they pass, because I do have this flash, so the opponent might think I have a counter spell up and stuff. Cauldron Familiar. Okay, so it is a sacrifice deck. Got it. We'll play this. Is it too early to board sweeper? I kind of think so. I guess this is fine. Is it fine? Yeah, I guess that's fine. So we draw this. We'll draw a card for turn. It's an Absorb. Okay, so I'm taking 4. It feels way too early, but I don't know if I want to take 4. I'm going to take 4. It's fine. It's fine. I have the counter spell that gains 3. So I take 4. I gain 3 potentially. That's fine. Alright. If they do nothing, I can scry to here. And I have Consider. Cauldron Familiar. Not exciting, but I'm just looking for an excuse to cast this. Gain 3. Tap lands, fine. Let's Consider. We're looking for lands now, which we get. I'm fine with that, because I need 6 for this. And I get another one. Is it board sweeper time? If I board wipe, I can play Narset next turn, and it gives us an opportunity to play this as well. Alright, this is fine. Fable, that's reasonable, but they're tapped out. I can play Dream Trawler. I can protect it. I have an extra land. I have 2 extra lands. So we'll play this. They can't target it. I'll just give it Hexproof. I have 2 lands to discard. So they need to target it 3 times to kill it. Technically, they need to target it 4 times to kill it, but, you know. Interesting. Yeah, don't want to do that. Alright, my turn. Consider's pretty good. I can play this. I can attack for 4. Draw a card. Temple kind of sucks. Let's play this. No. Sensor's interesting. I think I want to hold it. I could get an extra damage. I don't think it's worth it. Do I play Narset? 1, 2, 3. I think I should play Narset so they can't filter. And I still have Sensor mana up. They can kill it. Maybe I don't even minus. Deadly Dispute. Okay. So now they can't kill it, and I can counter that. Is it worth countering? I think so. Counter this. So they lost their token. Now I'm going to minus. They can't kill this. They can't filter. I will take a Fateful Absence is fine. End the turn. They can't target this. They have 2 cards. That's kind of a problem, but I do have the removal spell. Yeah. Alright. Croxa. They hit Narset. That's reasonable. Yep. Sure. Goes to 1. Blood Tithe Harvester. Yep. Alright. Casket. It's 3 or less, which can hit the reflection. I'm gonna scry first so I can see what's on top. Absorb's fine. So I will glass casket. I will target reflection. I will attack, draw. There's the absorb. Deal 5, gain 5. So I have three things to discard to protect Dream Trawler. I have another removal spell for that, for the reflection. I have a counter spell that the opponent doesn't know about. They might bring Croxa back. I can counter it. How many cards do they have? They have a lot, but I'm going to counter this. So that puts me at 29 life. They can kill Narset if they want. Yes. That's fine. Make a treasure. Kill Narset. The damage on me doesn't matter. I'm at 26. Unlucky Witness. Alright. So that's all their cards. They don't have enough to get Croxa back. But if I kill the reflection, they do. I think it's still something I should do. Because they can copy Blood Tithe Harvester and stuff. And let's just get rid of that. Censor is fine. It's not great. I probably should just cycle it. But let's do this first and see what we draw. Too many lands, huh? I can scry 2 and see if I want to... okay. Interesting. So cycle this. That brings me to 4 mana. Cycle this. If I draw... Dang. If I drew, Thirst for Meaning, we would have won there. Let's scry. Shark Typhoon. I guess I can cycle it. It's fine. Alright, well, they're at 3. I can protect Dream Trawler. Mayhem Devil is terrifying, but I'm at 33 life. So I need to target, give it hexproof, and now they need to sacrifice their board. So we let them line up 4 triggers, and then we give it hexproof on the 5th, right? Oh no, they let it go. Alright. Well, they have nothing. They can hit me for 2, that's fine. So that gives them 4 possible triggers to hit Dream Trawler, which isn't enough. This card's actually not bad. The fact that it protects itself so well is what makes it so good. Alright. So we need to not play the land. We need to go to combat. Attack. So we let them put like 3 damage on it, right? Something like that. That's fine. They need to find a sacrifice thing or what. I don't even know. Yeah, they need to find a Deadly Dispute, right? Deadly Dispute, they tap 1, they tap this. Yeah, they can kill it with the Deadly Dispute. If this one card, and they have a filter with the, but they don't have the mana now, right? Oh no, they do. They still have 2. So this goes. If this is a Deadly Dispute, they can sacrifice 2. All right, nope, they didn't have it. Wow. So we're 3-0, kind of. I mean, the first 2 games were a little bit, you know, so-so, but Dream Trawlers, I think it's better than people give it credit for. It feels okay. All right, we're in best of 3 now. We have 2 Considers and Absorb. Maybe that's fine. Let's scry for... I need removal, just in case it's an aggro deck. Looking for Fateful Absence and No More Lies. Might not be an aggro deck, but you know, it's blue. Okay. Welp, we will pass. We will consider... We have Absorb next turn. It could be Phoenix in that case. Let's... Narset will be very good if it is. No. Let's do this again. Negate. I'll keep Negate if it's Phoenix. I should play Narset too, but I can hold up Absorb and Negate for now. I also don't know for sure that it's I mean I do now. It's Phoenix for sure. They get a Phoenix. Picklock Prankster is the play. Interesting. So probably play Narset. Does this target Planeswalkers? target creature. So we can activate it once. It's debatable. It might be better to just not activate it. But we'll see. Portable hole is fine. I can get rid of the prankster. It's 2, right? Yeah. So now they can't attack Narset. Could be better to save this for our Ledger Shredder, but Narset in play makes it really hard for them to combo. They do have 1 Phoenix, so if they have 3 Considers and stuff, they can get it back, but they can't draw, right? So they have to, it's a pretty big sacrifice for them to try to get a Phoenix in play right now. Nothing. Okay. So now we're just going to hold up counter spells, and I'm not going to activate Narset again, I don't think. They try to draw here. It's a counter spell. Prismari command is going to get negated. We still have Absorb up. Land? Nothing. Alright, so we're looking for a land. We could play Shark Typhoon, actually. So even if they get like 2 or 3 Phoenixes back, I'm not going to die, and then Shark Typhoon just wins the game. They could have another Prismari command. How many do they play, really? I don't know. Oh, it's an artifact. It doesn't even destroy enchantments. Sure, so they're going to look for a counter spell themselves. They do tend to play like 1 negate. That can hit a Planeswalker. They need to bargain it to deal 3, though. Torch the tower. So they could kill Narset, I suppose. It's possible. That doesn't do it, though. So, still 1 Phoenix. They have 3 mana. But again, they can't draw extra cards because of Narset. Maybe I should have a couple more of these in the sideboard for this matchup, but I don't know. Okay, so I can play Teferi and Portable Hole. Let's play this first to see if there's a counterspell. If there's a counterspell, I just absorb the counterspell. There is not, so they can't get rid of Narset. So I'll play this. This makes a 5/5. And I think I feel pretty okay minusing this, because if they have Burn, they're going to kill Narset first. And I have flying blockers for any Phoenixes. Nice. Nice. We did it. We did the thing. Alright, so we want Damping Sphere in this matchup. Mystical Disputes are pretty good. I'm okay with Mystical Disputes. Skyclave Apparition's also decent. I can bring in 2 of these. So what's bad? Dovin feels pretty bad in this matchup. I guess Glass Caskets are our worst removal. How about we take out 1 Censor and 1 Omen? This still gives us, I mean, Fateful Absence, it's not that great, right? I'd rather have removal that exiles. Let's take Fateful Absence out and bring in Banishing Lights. So maybe we bring in 1 Omen back. And we'll try this. Removal just feels so bad against Phoenix if we don't exile. Board Wipe. Some early counter spells. Seems fine. Opponent goes first. We will scry. What are we looking for? I mean, we have like everything. I'd like some extra blue sources, maybe. Yeah, we need an extra blue source for Absorb. That doesn't do me any good. I can't cast it, right? So, put that on bottom. So, play land. We have Negate up. Alright, pass the turn. We have Negate up. Is that worth countering? Probably. Don't want them milling. They have 3. There's a Consider. Gonna try to get Phoenixes in the graveyard. Beacon Bolt can target... No, creature. Interesting. Well, we can play this. Now we have Absorb up. We can also negate and Consider. Probably that. That's probably preferable here. I don't know what that does, but it sounds scary. Get it out of here. This is like a new card, right? People were telling me about this. And some other deck that I played. I don't remember what. But they were like, hey, you should play that card. Glacial Fortress. This is fine. I have Absorb up now, and we're getting to Dream Trawler. Slowly but surely. Skyclave Apparition can deal with a Phoenix permanently. Crackling Drake is going to get absorbed. Because they tapped out for it, so that's perfect for me. Censor is pretty good. I mean, they just cast a Phoenix. Oh, that's what Skyclave Apparition is for, right? Sensor, I don't know if I want to cycle it, because they tap out a lot. Because they're trying to cast so many spells. So I think I'm okay with just doing this. Exile that. So we still have Censor up this turn. If they don't play, if I can't counter anything, I have Omen to scry and draw. Supreme Verdict looking awkward now with this in play, but that's okay. Treasure Cruise. Wish I would have had a counter spell for that. Yep. Steam Vents. Sleight of Hand, sure. Don't love this card because it puts the things on the bottom of your library instead of into your graveyard. Yep. I mean, that's a bunch of cards if they don't have Phoenixes. Alright, end of turn, we will scry 2, draw. Counter spell, that's fine. That's fine. So are we... What does Beacon Bolt do? Where'd it go? Is it gone? Where'd it go? Where's Beacon Bolt? Here it is. It is total number of instants and sorceries in exile and stuff. Alright, I think I'm just going to play a Dream Trawler. I can protect it. Attack for 2. They have to target it twice. I'm okay with discarding the Supreme Verdict and the Censor. I mean, I would prefer not to, but, you know, I will. They still have no Phoenixes. There's another Treasure Cruise. Draw 3. Opponent passes. Alright, sure. No More Lies is pretty cool. So let's attack. Draw to Fury. I think I'm going to cycle this. They have so much mana now, it's never going to counter anything. Portable Holes, okay. If they're playing, whatchamathing? Ledger Shredder. I think I pass. Teferi would be nice. I think I'd rather have the counter spell up. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. They just cast a Phoenix again. And they quit. Nice. Well, I mean, we did it. Again. I mean, this card looks solid. Not played. It was in the deck for free. I didn't pay money to add it to this deck, right? It was just in the deck. But when I was testing it, I was like, I don't think I need to replace this. It feels fine. So that's the upgraded Azorius Control Challenger deck. And, you know, I keep harping on it. I've said it way too many times if you watch the upgrade guide in this. But, the key to this deck in Pioneer is early game interaction, right? You need cheap stuff to survive. Like, the game will take care of itself if you can just get to, you know, like turn 6 or turn 8 or whatever. But, my god, you'll lose so many games if you can't kill stuff and interact the first couple turns. And just adding that to the deck made it so much more consistent just because we don't always get run over by aggro. So, that's it. That's the upgraded deck and the gameplay. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.